everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video, and happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Yes, here, back in the Cinema Sickness Media Library. Wasn't necessarily planning on being here right now. I was still planning on being maybe on vacation, shooting some kind of video for you guys today while out on vacation, but I know some of you guys talk about me rambling a lot, so I'm going to save the big story for the end of the video as to why I am back here and really the kind of recap to this weekend and how things went horribly awry cinema hunting. So stay tuned for that. Things did not quite go as planned as far as cinema hunting. So again, we will get to that at the end of this video. But let's just start off for those of you who really only care about what I picked up. Let's just start off taking a look at the two titles I grabbed this weekend while on vacation up in the Shamokin, Pennsylvania area that I got from Walmart. Yeah, two titles I picked up from the Walmart up in Shamokin, Pennsylvania that I probably could have grabbed from my local Walmart. Alright, let's take a look. So the first I picked up here was the double feature set of Poltergeist 2 and 3 on Blu-ray. Very cool. Definitely wanted to grab this. It was a really good deal. It was only was $7 for $7.50, $7, something like that for this. Very good deal. I want to say $7.50 for this. So very good deal. Two titles for $7.50. Not a bad deal at all. Plus, I actually had a coupon thanks to Shopkick. I had two $2 off coupons. So when all was said and done, I paid like $12 total for like everything you're going to see here. So awesome deal. Under $5 a piece per title. That's pretty awesome. So Poltergeist 2 and 3, very cool. They actually come on each one on their own disc, which is obviously something I love. I hate when they cram two movies on one disc. So two movies on each disc, plus an ultrawide digital copy, which is also very cool. So definitely worth picking up, in my opinion. Definitely want to grab this. Unfortunately, I do not have Poltergeist yet on Blu-ray. I certainly have it on DVD. I think I have it on Laserdisc. I have it on a few other formats as well, but I did not yet have it, or I do not yet have it on Blu-ray. So I really got to get that so I can have all three Poltergeist movies now all together on Blu-ray. So I'm going to have to be hunting that one down. But anyway, Poltergeist 2 and 3, definitely figured it was worth picking up on Blu-ray, and I had to grab it. So very cool. And then this was absolutely awesome. This was also, I believe, $7.50, and you know, a bit more than I would normally pay, but I had to grab it. But luckily, I did have that coupon, so it brought the price down. So awesome. And that is the classic Canon Pictures title, Firewalker. So happy this has been re-released. Now, I knew this was being re-released. I'd heard about that, but I kind of had forgotten when the release date was, and I had just sort of forgotten about the re-release of this movie because the original DVD is out of print. The only way you could get it was, you know, happening to find it either on an old print on DVD or VHS or something. I did have it on VHS. In fact, I have it right here on VHS, which I have because I want to show you guys something. So I knew it was being re-released, but again, I had forgotten when, didn't even think about looking for it, especially not at a place like Walmart, and lo and behold, I see it sitting on the shelf. I freaked out, had to grab it. I was like, I don't care how much this is. It's mine. I gotta have this movie on DVD. It's a fantastic movie, plus it's a Canon Pictures title, and anything Canon Pictures I must have because it's Canon. Canon's awesome. So very cool. Definitely want to grab Firewalker on DVD. Even though it is $2.50 more than I would normally pay, I would have to say it's definitely worth the price. $7.50 for this is a steal for such a fantastic movie. Grab this one before you can't find it anymore at your local Walmarts because, as we all know, Walmart turns around their stock like every 5 seconds. So you blink, you might miss this one. So definitely head out there ASAP and start looking for it because, again, $7.50 is a steal for this. So happy it's been re-released by Olive Film. So very, very cool. This is an awesome release. So excited for that. So what I wanted to show you quickly, though, is also we have the Video Treasures release. Actually, pretty much the same artwork, which I really like. And I like that for the fact that, you know, for me, I'll still be holding on to my VHS copy because it's a cool copy. But I do like when they use the poster art for the actual DVD because a lot of times the VHS will use the poster art and they'll re-release on DVD with some other weird artwork. Yeah, like that. And then, you know, you want to keep your VHS copy and you want your DVD copy. So for some people, you might be able to get rid of your VHS copy, which is always kind of nice. If that's, you know, you want to save some space, but I'll be keeping mine. But still very, very cool. So awesome. Grab it. All right. So there you go, guys. That was it. These are the only two titles I picked up this weekend while on vacation up in the Shamokin, Pennsylvania area, and I grabbed them both, like I said, from Walmart, and I probably could have grabbed them from any local Walmart in my area had I gone out and looked at them. So That was exciting. All right, so story time now. For those of you who still want to stick around and hear my fun adventures of the weekend. So, first off, like I said, I am back here in the Cinema Sickness Media Library, which I was not planning on being. I was still planning on being in Shamokin, Pennsylvania on Sunday today, and just planning on being out there, just having fun and shooting some kind of video for you guys while out and about. Turns out I found out Friday evening after we had, we'd already gotten to my friend's uncle's house upstate. We're already there, and find out that my friend actually has to work on Sunday and that we'd be going back home Saturday night. So last night, pretty late last night, we came home. So I did not know that. I thought we were going to be out there still on Sunday. That was not the case. So Friday starts out already kind of a bust because on the way up there, I really wanted to hit up the West Coast video. As you guys saw in a video I just posted, check out the last video I posted. I really wanted to hit up a West Coast video that was supposedly still out there, still in operation. I'm pretty sure in name only, not actually run by the West Coast Video Company, but run by like a mom and pop store using the West Coast name. Still very cool, a rental store. Really wanted to go out there and hit them up. And unfortunately, they had closed down like a couple weeks ago, which sucked. There was a dumpster outside and everything. They literally had just closed down. The store was just being renovated. So had I run out there a couple weeks earlier, I probably could have maybe hit up a closing sale or something and got a good deal there. Definitely bummed out about that. So, and also bummed out the fact that it was only maybe like 5 minutes down the road from a normal turn I take when heading to the Shamokin, Pennsylvania area. You get this one intersection, you make a left-hand turn to go to where I usually go. All I had to do was make a right-hand turn 5 minutes down the road. It was right there. So for all these years now that I thought, West Coast is gone, rental stores are pretty much gone, there was a rental store, West Coast Video, just sitting right there, 5 minutes away from a place I drive past every time I head up to the Shamokin, Pennsylvania area, every time I head up to Knoebels theme park. It's sitting right there, and I never knew about it until maybe like last year. I had heard about it, but even then, I thought it was like further away. I thought, I'm going to drive like, a half hour on my way or something like that. No, 5 minutes, if even that. So that definitely sucked. I was really bummed out about that. So that's the way the weekend started off already. It started off with not finding a West Coast, but finding out that it was closed, and then learning that my trip was being cut short. So that sucked. So Saturday we wake up, we end up doing some errands we have to do. We end up going to Walmart, which is where I picked up these two titles, so that was cool. But then we end up going in town, and I was really hoping to hit up this one thrift store that used to be there last year. Really cool thrift store, got some really good deals there, got a lot of awesome DVDs, got some Blu-rays for really cheap, some like newer Blu-rays too for really cheap last year, got some CEDs. I walked out with like a huge haul of stuff from this store. Very good prices, very awesome, was definitely excited to hit them back up. That store is closed down. That store is no longer there. The big thrift store sign is still there, but the store itself is no longer there. So didn't get to hit them up, so that was a shame. But there was a brand new rental store, a rental store that also sold DVDs and video games. Very cool. I was definitely excited to see that. So I thought, okay, West Coast was a bust, but hey, a new rental store, awesome, making up for the fact that West Coast is closed. This store was not very good. It was a very little rental store. There wasn't much to rent for one thing, so I guess they had like a lot of newer titles, so good, I guess. But their stock of like older titles, or their stock of used DVDs was all super common stuff you see everywhere, stuff I already had, stuff like nothing that I'd be like, oh, I already had this, but it's a bit, hard to find. No, nothing like that. It was all just stuff you see everywhere. Every thrift store, every pawn shop, everywhere you go, it's the same crap. That's pretty much what the store had. Nothing exciting to look through. The good news is I did find 2 Game Boy games I wanted to pick up, so I grabbed 2 Game Boy games there, but even those weren't super well priced, and we'll take a look at those later in a different video. We'll take a look at those in the Game Boy Pickups video. So, yay, that was good, although, like I said, I didn't even get an amazing price on them. I just got an okay price on them, so whatever. Their games were not very well priced at all, actually. The guy was even saying, he's like, oh no, this isn't the kind of store you come in here and buy something for cheap. I look up all my prices on eBay and Amazon and price them accordingly. And I'm like, yeah, good luck selling anything then, because I hate people like that. So it was one of those stores that sell everything according to the prices on eBay and Amazon and mark them as that price. Not mark them down, mark them as that price. So ridiculous. So yeah, so that store was kind of a bust. I didn't really like the store all that much. I mean, it was cool. It was a rental store. Cool. They sold used games and used movies and stuff. That was neat and all, but I didn't really think it was all that great of a store. Will I hit them up if they're there like next year or next time I go up there? Of course, they're a store that sells used movies. I'm gonna have to stop and hit them up, but I wasn't impressed. I mean, I was impressed that it was a rental store, and that was about the amount of my my being impressed. Was okay, cool, a rental store. That's awesome. This guy opened a rental store. That's awesome. But as far as buying anything goes, I wasn't really impressed with what they had for sale. So, oh well. But after that, I did want to go hit up the Salvation Army, which you guys saw in yesterday's Daily Things video. I was going to hit up the Salvation Army. I did some filming in there and everything like that quickly, and I was going to hit them up. Very excited about that. I get across the street. I go to open the door, and not opening. I'm like, well, okay, why isn't the door opening? But it was right around 12:30. So I thought, okay, first thing I thought to myself was, the person working inside probably went to go grab some lunch or something like that. I was looking for one of those be back in 15-minute signs or something like that. I didn't see anything like that. I look inside. There's a lady still behind the counter. I'm like, okay. So I look at the times, the times of operation, 9:30 to 12:30. I repeat, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. is their Saturday hours. What? Like, what is that? Who does that? Like, I had my brain just like shut down when I read that. My brain was like, I do not compute. I couldn't grasp, like, if it was like open to like 5, 6, okay, fine. But 12:30? Who closes on a Saturday at 12:30? Well, apparently the Salvation Army in Shamokin, Pennsylvania does. So I was bummed about that, because as you guys saw in yesterday's Daily Things video, when I was filming in there, I came across like 2 VHS I wanted to pick up. They probably had more, who knows, maybe some DVDs, maybe some CDs I wanted to grab. I really wanted to look around in there. I didn't really look very hard in there when I was filming. I really wanted to go back in there, hit them up, and grab those couple titles I did happen to see when I was in there. I wanted to grab, but it wasn't the case, because it was 12:29 according to my phone when we got there, and they were closed. So yeah, so now I know that the Salvation Army in Shamokin, Pennsylvania closes at 12:30. So in the future, I got to get there bright and early, I guess. So 12:30, really? I can't comprehend that. That just blows my mind that any store would close at 12:30 on a Saturday. We're not even talking a Sunday. Like a Sunday, I know stores close early. 12:30 would be insane for a Sunday, in my opinion. But I mean, I could see them opening at 12:30 on a Sunday or something like that, but closing would just be insane. But on a Saturday, that's like main shopping day for most people, and they close at 12:30. I don't get it. So I didn't get to do any hunting there whatsoever, other than the little bit I got to do when I was filming in there, but I didn't actually get to buy anything. So no hunting there. So Shamokin, with the exception of the 2 DVDs I picked up at Walmart in Shamokin, was a bust. In town was a bust. The thrift store was closed. The rental store was not very good, and Salvation Army, I didn't even get to shop there, so that sucks. We got very busy that day. We were moving some stuff for his uncle, who has a place up there, which is where we stay when we go up there. He needed some stuff moved, some like furniture moved and stuff, so we were doing that. And then we wanted to go to the Knoebels, so we ended up not even getting to go out to Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, which is a really cool kind of more developed area. Shamokin's very boony, if you want to say. It's a little old coal mining town. It is what it is. Selinsgrove is a bit more developed. There's a mall there, and a Walmart, and Targets, and Best Buy, and all kinds of stuff like that. It's like a regular kind of town. What's cool about that is they have a Goodwill out there. There's an Ollie's Bargain Outlet out there. There's like another thrift store out there. There's and the best part is the largest thrift store in Pennsylvania is out there. As you guys saw last year, if you haven't seen the video, last year I hit up apparently what is the largest thrift store in Pennsylvania in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. So I was really excited to go hit that store up again and check that store out some more. But we didn't even make it out there. So I didn't even get to go to Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania and do any hunting out there this year like I was planning on doing. So it is a shame, guys. It is definitely a shame. Also found out, just a little bit of a bonus kind of disappointment, there's a house behind my friend's uncle's house that was up for sale. In fact, it's kind of weird. His property is kind of like an L shape, and then the house like sits in that one little corner. So really kind of weird the way the property works. And that house was up for sale, and I was actually kind of looking at it as a little vacation house because I like going up there. It's a little boony town, but I like Knoebels. I like the theme park. I like cinema hunting up there. I kind of like just getting away going up there. I mean, my wife is kind of like for the area because it is very boony, but I kind of like just going up there just to visit every so often. So I was actually looking at the house, but yeah, it was only like $25,000, which, I mean, if we're talking a full house, that is how boony the town is. Full size houses go for like nothing up there. Everything is so cheap. It is ridiculous. But the house needed like a little bit of work, not a lot of work, but a little bit of work. And I was kind of like, you know, the price is pretty good, but I don't really feel like really putting any work. I mean, I've put in so much work into this house when we moved in. I don't feel like putting work into another house. Yeah, it turns out that house sold for $9,000. An entire house, not some little shack. It's like a 3-story house. I believe it has a basement. It's a full house. I think it's like 2.5 baths. Or it's either like 1.5 or 2.5 baths, something like that. There, you know, living room, kitchen, like 3 bedrooms, attic. I mean, $9,000, and it sat on property to a person sat behind a person's property that I know and really like. I mean, my friend's uncle. I call him Uncle myself. His name's Mickey. We all call him Uncle Mick. He's not even my uncle. I call him Uncle Mick. He's such a cool guy. It would have been awesome to own that house, and for $9,000, I would have bought it. It would have been mine. I'd have a vacation house up in Shamokin, Pennsylvania, which meant I could have done more hunting up there. I could have gone up there every couple of weeks, maybe, and done some hunting, or at least every like month or so and done some hunting. That would have been awesome. All new hunting videos up in Shamokin, Pennsylvania. That'd have been cool. Yeah, $9,000. My friend failed to mention that. He was all about. My friend really wanted me to buy it because his uncle apparently really wanted somebody who he knew to like buy that house. And my friend was trying to push it on me. He was like, "Oh, you should get it. You should get it. You should get it." And I was like, I don't really know the price. You know, it's good, but it's not. You know, it's still. I don't want to spend all that money on a house I got to fix up. Yeah, for $9,000, I would have jumped on a house in a heartbeat. So, kind of it was. I mean, I had a really fun weekend. I had a good time with my friend. We had a fun time hanging out, but kind of just like crappy for news. I mean, closed stores. Bad rental store, Salvation Army that closed way too early, and a house and future hunting trips that will not be happening because my friend failed to mention that the house dropped significantly in price. So anyway, it is what it is. What are you going to do? Oh, and I didn't get to go to Selians Grove and hunt in Selians Grove. So kind of a bummer weekend, but I still had a good time. So a bummer weekend, but I still had a really good time with my friend, hanging out in, you know, Knoebels, hanging out in the theme park and having a really good time. So I did grab 2 cool titles. I was pretty excited to find out, to be reminded this is re-released. That's cool. But I don't know. It is what it is. That's just the way life goes. Sometimes things work out for the best. Sometimes just kind of things just go belly up, you know. That's life. But there you go, guys. So for those of you who are still watching, there's the story of my weekend, the recap of my weekend, and how it didn't quite go as planned, but I still had a good time, so I'm not complaining. But anyway, guys, all right, so I'm going to go now. So there you go. The only 2 titles I picked up this weekend, both from Walmart. I think they were like $7.50 a piece. I think this was it $7 or $7.50? I forget, or $7.50. I forget what the Blu-ray dumping is. I don't usually hunt very often in the Blu-ray dumping. I might look every now and then, but I don't hunt too much. But anyway, very good deals. Pick them up. So all right, so anyway, guys, that is it. So thank you so much for watching. If you are still watching, if you want to hear the full recap and the full story, thank you guys. Like I always say, it really does mean a lot to me that you guys watch my video and show your support by watching my videos. I definitely appreciate that. It really does mean the world to me. Of course, you can also show your support by simply liking this video by clicking that thumbs up tab down below. It takes 2 seconds. Does really help me out. I'd appreciate it. Also, you can subscribe. I do a brand new daily Cygnus video every single day. Usually, I have a lot more than 2 titles to show you, especially when I get back from a vacation. But yeah, again, it is what it is. But yeah, so hit that subscribe button. Again, I do a brand new daily Cygnus video every single day. Collection updates, reviews, some hunting videos, looks into my collection, looks into my Cygnus for cinema on a daily basis, plus other extra bonus videos sprinkled in here and there for your extra added enjoyment. So hit that subscribe button. You'll see at least 1 new video from me every single day. I've been doing that for over 4 years now. If you're watching this video on YouTube, down below you'll see a bunch of links, things like my Patreon account where you can pledge a monthly donation to help support this show, my Spreadshirt account where you can purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, hat, button, hoodie, tank top, baby gear, kids gear, all kinds of Cinema Sickness merch to pick up if you're looking to get some of that. There's also the usuals, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also Listia and eBay. If you're on Listia and you're on eBay, you can check out everything I have for auction on those websites and follow me there as well. If you're not watching us on YouTube and you're watching us over at cinemasickness.com, as you should be, right above you underneath the Cinema Sickness logo, you see a whole bunch of icons. Those icons will take you to those same exact links. And again, if you are watching us on YouTube and you're not at cinemasickness.com, there is also a link down below to cinemasickness.com. Click on that link, head over to cinemasickness.com, check it out. I post all these videos there, but I post so much more as well. There's all kinds of other stuff, more so than just these videos, to check out over at cinemasickness.com. I got my collection listed there, FAQ page when I'm watching. All kinds of other posts, like deals I find that are going on and stuff. So definitely check that out. And also while there, be sure to click on the Team Sickness tab and check out all the great collection updates and reviews and whatnot from those guys and gals. If you like my videos, you're going to like the videos from Team Sickness. So definitely check them out and show them your support. They would certainly appreciate that. So, all right. That's it, guys. Wow. 20-minute video for 2 movies. Well, that's the way a recap goes. So anyway, guys, that is it. So, yeah, so I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic Sunday. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Perhaps, see, I don't want to say better than mine. My weekend wasn't bad. I had a good weekend with my friend. I mean, for hanging out with a friend purposes, it was a great weekend. It's just for hunting purposes, it was a garbage weekend. So, you know, tomato, tomato. But, all right, guys. So, again, hope you've been having a fantastic weekend. Hope the rest of your weekend still is going well. Hope you have a great Sunday, and I'll see you all tomorrow on Monday. See you then, guys. Bye.